Hi kids, it's Mrs. R, your co-video substitute teacher. So I don't know if you remember, the very first week we did some crazy creatures. And we did a list of like animals, like farm animals, but we also did zoo animals. And I've been thinking a lot about that, zoo animals. The zoo is closed. We can't go because we can't be around people. Remember the social distancing? You know what it's like at the zoo? There's a lot of people there and we all gather around to look at the ring-tailed lemur or some other animal. However, we could pretend to go to the zoo. You could think of animals and make a list of them. I actually made a list already. Ah, it's here. So on my list, I have zebra. That's my daughter's fave. Elephant, monkey, lion, tiger, sloths. This is a friend of mine's favorite animal, and I'm really fond of them too. Something about the way they move so slow. I don't know. I just kind of find it cool that they're just like that chill. Seals. That's actually some of my favorite that play in the water. Polar bear, peacock. At the zoo I have that is near me, the peacocks just sort of wander all around. They won't let you get near them. If you get near them, they run off or whatever. But I don't know. It's kind of cool that they just run out. An alligator, a tarantula, otters. Otters are super cute. They're kind of like little miniature seals, and I like them a lot. But right now they're at the zoo and I can't go see them. But what I can do is I can pull up YouTube videos. So I can say zebra videos. Or maybe I want to learn something about the animal. Because at the zoo, they have like the little information where you can read. Maybe your teacher reads it to you if you're on a field trip, or your mom. And they tell you about the animal. They tell you about like things that the animals do, things that the animals eat and stuff like that. So I could search facts, F-A-C-T-S, facts. I could say facts about lions. I want to know more about lions. And I can enter that. If you go to YouTube, you can actually watch videos on all the animals. It's not exactly the same as being there, but it's still pretty cool. So I got to thinking though, I read a study years ago that says that for most people, their favorite animal at the zoo are monkeys. I'm actually super creeped out by monkeys. I know that sounds weird. It's my weird thing. I don't know why, but I'm creeped out by them, okay? So they're not my favorite animal. If we had a vote off, I would not vote monkey, okay? It's not getting my vote. Zebra's gonna get my vote way before that, and I have a thing about the sloths. I like how chill they are. Sloths are gonna get my vote way before monkeys. But what would you vote for? So do you remember a couple of weeks ago, we talked about how you could make brackets and call your friends and ask for their votes. So I've made one here, and it has animals. Now, I had, I think 12 animals on that list. My brackets only need 8. So I went ahead and I narrowed it down to 8 animals, and I cut them out on the pieces of paper just like I did before. But then this time, I used that dice app, and I chose an 8-sided dice because I need 8 animals. So I picked one, and then I would roll the dice, and I'd write down the number between 1 and 8, and that was where it got put on here. Now, if I got an animal and I rolled and it got an 8, and I'm like, 8's already taken, I just rolled again. That's how I did it. But that way, nobody can accuse me of cheating by putting 2 certain animals next to each other. So what I ended up with is peacocks and seals battling it out, sloths and monkeys, zebras and elephants, lions and polar bears. So I would call them up, my friends, or maybe I would message them or text, have my mom text their mom, however, and say, please vote. What's your favorite? Peacocks or seals? You only get to choose between those 2. And they're like, I don't like either of those animals. I'm like, really? We'll vote for one. And they go, okay, seals. That's going to get a vote. We talked about this before. Remember this? Okay, between sloth and monkey, we ask for those votes. We do it for each one. And the one that gets the most votes goes to the next round, right? So let's say seals moves ahead. We'll say that monkeys, because even though I like sloths better than monkeys, I told you, studies say people love those monkeys. So we're going to assume they're going to get more votes. Move those on. Elephants are a favorite, actually. Although I think I like zebras better than elephants. I don't know. That's a tough one. I really like the baby elephants. Lion and polar bears. I like watching the polar bears play in the water. So we'll just pretend like everybody voted for that. Now, those ones that are left over here, they're out of the game. And this time, seals versus monkeys. Polar bears versus elephants. Call all our friends. Hey, seal or monkey? Seal or monkey? Really? Oh, not my favorite. Okay, and elephants and polar bears. Elephants. All right. I like polar bears better. I guess not many people voted. Now we're just between monkeys and elephants. So message them again. You can do this over a course of several days. It doesn't happen. You don't have to have this happen in 5 minutes or something. You could be like, today we vote round 1, tomorrow round 2, day after that the championship. So we're to the championship round. Monkeys versus elephants. And I told you that studies say monkeys will win, but I don't know. Maybe your friends are different. Whatever it is, our winner goes in that box. Elephants. And then what you can do is look up a video on elephants and see if you can send the link. Ask your parents or an older sibling, that's a brother or sister, remember. Ask them, hey, how do I send a link to somebody? If you have the ability to text message them or something, you can do it. But otherwise, just say, hey guys, I'm looking at elephant videos. You guys look at elephant videos too. See if you find a good one. And then you can talk about elephants. That's pretty cool, right? Maybe make some elephant noises at each other if that's your thing. However it is, we can't go to the zoo right now. We'll be able to go again. It's going to happen. It's just not happening right now. So until that happens, we can think about what our favorite zoo animals are. Maybe you think of animals I didn't even have on my list. Zoos have a lot of animals. I did snow leopard at my zoo. That's actually one of my favorites, and it wasn't even on my list. But you can figure it out, and you can ask your friends, because this is a way to start a conversation. Conversation is where 2 people talk. If only one person isn't talking, that's just a speech. You're just giving a speech, and this other person's probably actually tuned you out because, oh my gosh, are you still talking about elephants? But I like elephants. What do you like about elephants? I like how they're really big. I know, I find that scary. Really? Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're having a conversation. So this gives you something to talk about with your friends. You can collect votes, or you can skip that part entirely. Maybe you don't even want to do the bracket. That's okay. You can just call your friends and say, what YouTube animal are we going to look up today? And somebody says, anacondas. That's a gigantic snake. Whew. Can you handle snake videos? Do they scare you? They scare some people. I will tell you what my favorite animal in the whole world is. Now, they're not in zoos generally, but it is a narwhal. And a narwhal is kind of like a small whale compared to whales, but it has this horn that comes out. Now, here's the funny thing. Mermaids are not real, and unicorns are not real, but unicorns are real because they're narwhals, right? It's got a tail like a mermaid. It's got a horn like a unicorn. It's a unicorn mammal swimmy thing. I don't know. They're my favorite. You tell me what your favorite animal is. Maybe we can look up some videos on it. I'm going to go watch some videos on narwhals because I think they're super cool. I really like that horn. Did you know it's actually just a really long tooth? So on these teeth right here, like we have a pointy tooth, only their pointy tooth grows out that way. One big long tooth. That's what it means. They have one big long tooth. Isn't that crazy? The horn doesn't come out here. It's actually a horn that comes out of their mouth, made up of a tooth. Fun fact. What else can you tell me about your favorite animal? Let's look up facts, F-A-C-T-S, on your favorite animal. Let me know.